Yeah, I know y'all been waiting. I know y'all been waiting on it. I have not. To be completely honest with y'all, y'all know if you've been watching me for as long as if you've been watching me since I got on here, I made it very clear when I started doing recaps that whenever I do a show, whenever it starts to feel like a chore to do the show, I'm no longer gonna do it. This feels like a chore. It has felt like a chore since episode 4 or 5 for me. This season is by far the worst season of her show because A, there's no plot. We are on episode 11 and we have gotten nowhere. Nowhere. They're not dancing. And when I say they're not dancing, they're not dancing. The shit that they call dancing is not dancing. This is cheap shit. Like, this is shit that you would see old people doing at a party, like line dancing. Not only that, she's lost the plot. She's literally lost the plot. Isis gone. Neek gone. Natural gone. Egypt gone. What's the common thread? All four of those are her best dancers. This is Joseline's Cabaret. It's supposed to be about dancing. So you sent home your four best dancers. Not only that, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. If y'all are new here, hit subscribe. Do that real quick. Do it real quick. Thumbs up the video. Do that real quick. Y'all been asking me for the video. I'm giving it to you. I didn't want to, but I'm giving it to you. Because that's the thing, too. I literally just watched it. It's now Saturday. It's 12:01 a.m. This is when I started watching it. I saw a clip on social media of what I'm going to talk about later on that made me really not want to, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I gotta tell y'all in a minute. But let's go. So we get back where we left off, which was Joseline pretty much telling Neek to go home. So she was like, she needed to prove to her that she needs to shut the fuck up, do what I tell you to do, act accordingly. If you don't do it, there's a door. Don't let it hit your flat, funky ass. So you just don't like people that don't let you disrespect them. Got it. Got it. And I'm gonna let y'all know this now. Like, this episode was terrible. Like, nothing about it entertained me at all. Nothing about it. So it's not gonna be the way that I normally do it, where I recap scene by scene by scene, word by word. You're not gonna get that. Not from this one. But Joseline then asks Flame if she wants to go home, and she says, honestly, yes, I do. And I said, you know what? I respect you for that. Respect you for that. Get yourself up out of this toxic environment. So Flame makes her exit. Oceans was running her mouth, just running it. But Erica tells Joseline that somebody in the house has been pretty much telling people's business on social media. Here you go, snitching. But the next day, Natural, who looks like a zombie, makes her exit because she had food poisoning. You don't want to know why? Because of that nasty shit that they had them doing in that challenge. Ever since they did that nasty shit, that's why she got food poisoning. A, it's crazy that y'all make them do that. But B, it's crazy too for y'all to be doing it. Natural, why would you do that? Why would you? Like I told y'all whenever the episode aired, I wouldn't be eating none of that shit. This is what could happen. This is what could happen. I hate it too because Natural is one of my favorites. She's one of the best dancers, just like Neek. One of the best dancers. She's gone. She had high blood pressure as well. But everybody's sitting around talking about Neek being gone because guess what? Without Neek, half of those girls don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. And not only that, without her, you see that it's really not a show. But Kanaya is trying her best to carry the rest of the show, but she ends up asking Jane Doe while they're outside why she ain't jump in and help her when she was getting jumped. Jane Doe claims that she was trying to help. I didn't see it. Y'all let me know if y'all saw her trying to jump. But Lexi comes out there and she pretty much feels like the girls are essentially jumping on Kanaya for no reason, and she don't understand why they are so desperate to see her get in the field. Lexi, I'm proud of Lexi because it seems like Lexi is about to choose peace next week, which we'll get to it. But Sky and G Baby, they're out there now too. And Sky ends up telling Kanaya, like, people should have been on your side, and Flame and Jane Doe just stood there. Why are you talking? Because you was one of the ones that was jumping her. So you have no, like, Sky, you lost me to, like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for her to have literally jumped Kanaya with bitches that jumped her. Like, the jokes write themselves. But they go hiking, and I'm not going to lie to y'all, I skipped completely through it. But apparently Danny had won the challenge, but they head back home, and Joseline had told them that they had rehearsals and there are going to be more eliminations. There was no limit. Well, yeah. But they get to the rehearsals, and they start rehearsing that tired-ass choreography that Ricardo's been doing. Uninspired, boring, like, nothing about that gives Cabaret. But Chinks overslept. This was funny to me. She overslept, came in late. Ricardo's like, you just need to be on time next time. But she was like, she slept. She didn't really want to be there anyways. I don't blame you. But Joseline shows up with a bottle in her hand. Makes sense, huh? Y'all know how last season she had her best. Last season was right there with season 2. Season 2, I still think has a little bit of an edge, but season 5 was challenging it for it to be the best season. Turns around and has her worst season the next season. You want to know why? Because she was sober last year. This year she's not. She's back to being Joseline. And I'm about to wear her out, so prepare yourselves. But she shows up with a bottle in her hand. She tells us that it's a lot of bitches that she wants to get rid of. I said, okay. Joseline then asks did I lose any more hoes? Egypt says, I'm not going anywhere. Joseline says, you will if you don't change your attitude. I said, you can't stand women that are confident. Like, you only want bitches around you that are insecure, and you can talk to them and make them do. You can talk to them any kind of way and make them do anything that you want them to do. You can't stand a woman like Egypt. You can't stand a woman like Neek. You can't stand a woman like Isis. Women that won't sit around and let you talk to them crazy and not say something bad. Joseline, I can't stand her. I'm getting sick of her. I'm really getting sick of her. But Egypt is confused because she's like, where is this coming from? Because she didn't even give her an attitude. But Joseline tells her that she looks like she want to eat somebody and she looks like Shrek. You sitting here trying to call Egypt fat when you're literally the same. You're as thick as she is. And you're probably thicker than her. So if she's fat, then what does that make you? Like, fat as fuck. Like, get her out of here, Joseline. But Egypt then says, like, I just have resting bitch face. And Joseline then says that she don't like it, and she's sure that the girls don't appreciate it because she's basically trying to intimidate people. How you gonna tell her what she's trying to do when that's just her natural face? Like, Joseline, like, you don't have resting bitch face. Like, when Joseline's not smiling, she looks like she's ready to eat somebody too. Like, let's keep it real. But Egypt then says that's not true because I'm the nicest person here, and I be doing their hair, doing their makeup. Joseline says that's cap because your face is crazy. She's pretty. Your face is crazy. Like, especially when you off that shit. But Egypt rolls her eyes and Joseline's like, look at you. Are you okay, bitch? Are you okay? Are you? Are you? But Joseline then tells her to exit. Another good dancer gone. And like I said, this is when I said I'm done. I'm like over it. So Egypt then says, I ain't got time. I'm getting the fuck up out of here because, yeah, you right. I am crazy. Because Joseline kept calling her crazy. And she's like, yeah, you right. I am. So Joseline then starts asking the rest of the girls, like, if any of them bitches like walking around, like her walking around with a stupid face talking about Egypt. And they all pretty much state like she don't be walking around like that. Like, what are you talking about? But Joseline is sitting there berating Egypt, and Egypt's outside crashing out with security. So they can hear her because she really out there crashing out. And Joseline says, get Shrek away, get her away because she gonna eat everybody. Joseline, you're not funny. That's not funny. Like, that's not funny. But Joseline then says to T-Love, your bitch is crazy. T-Love is in the confessional talking about she can't fuck with what Joseline's doing with Egypt because she understands why Egypt is upset. I said, but you ain't say nothing. Some friends you are. Some friends you are. But Joseline says that she wants to get rid, she won't get rid of dirty bathwater, punk ass Draya, and weird ass Danny. I said, oh, all the bitches that suck your dick. That's why. That's why you don't want to get rid of them. Those three, Danny really can't dance. All she can do is pole work. Same with Andrea, and Oceans can't do either one of them. So you want to keep three of them girls there that can't really dance, and you want to have a cabaret. Who do you think is paying to go see those three girls? Nobody. If you had Neek out there, somebody would. If you had Natural out there, somebody would. Egypt, somebody would. Isis, somebody would. Ain't nobody paying to see that shit. But she then says that everybody else can kick rocks. I'd have said, okay, then fuck you, bye. But the fact that them girls sat there, I was like, but she then proceeds to berate every last one of them girls. Every last one of them girls. Saying they ain't nothing to her. They broke. They dumb as shit. They don't own shit. They bum bitches. I said, why are y'all sitting here letting this woman talk to y'all like that? And that's why I'm like, that's why I was like, yeah, I am waving the white flag, but I'm about to get to it. But she then says, y'all got me fucked up talking to me crazy and disrespecting me. You're the only one disrespecting anybody. Like, get out of here. But she then states, she moves to Lexi now. I want to get Lexi, you next because I don't like your look and your attitude. I said, what are you talking about? And Lexi is like me, confused. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Joseline says, why are you looking at me crazy? Because she's confused. Like, where is this coming from? But they start running the domino dance. And Joseline then says in her confessionals that Lexi has a weird face and it looks like she's been dropped too many times as a baby. I said, she's pretty and her face is not weird to look at. Yet you be looking like a nigga sometimes. Like, whose face is really weird to look at? Joseline, it's like the call is coming from inside the house. Everything she's stating about these women, it applies to her. It's crazy how she does this to people that want her approval. It's weird to me. It's beyond weird. But she then asked the rest of like, what other bitches don't want to be here? Dirty Bathwater then states, "Oh, I signed up for to come on the show, and I knew that Joseline would want bitches that can dance. You can't, so why are you here?" And then she says that are loyal and stand in the paint, and G Baby hasn't made any noise. I said, what? So she then proceeds to state that G Baby is an amazing dancer but doesn't deserve to be there. I said, on a show called The Cabaret that's about dancing, you just said she's an amazing dancer but she doesn't deserve to be there because she's not fighting? I didn't know that's what The Cabaret was supposed to be. But G Baby then says, you're entitled to your opinion, but she stands in front of Joseline and says, like, I ain't got no problem fighting. I fought Oceans, but essentially I got injured and whatnot. Ricardo vouches for G Baby. She just went in here and tore up this choreography, even though your choreography ain't shit. Anybody can do that. But G Baby then says nobody essentially wants to fight Dirty Bathwater over some weed. Ricardo's like, so y'all fighting over drugs? I was like, exactly. Like, the priorities are not there. Like, that's the whole reason as to why she should go home, because she don't want to fight her over some weed. But Dirty Bathwater then says that she should go home because she ain't gonna ride for Joseline. Because G Baby then says, like, I'm gonna pull a Kanaya. I don't want to fight. Oceans then says, like, she should go home because she ain't gonna ride for you, talking to Joseline, because she don't want to fight you over some weed. Like, what does Joseline have to do with that? What does Joseline have to do with that? But G Baby then says the same thing I just said, and then they go back and forth, and Dirty Bathwater then runs up and literally it's just hair pulling, like nothing. But she then starts pressing Jane Doe, asking if she needs that. And of course, Draya, needing a moment, decides that she wants to fight, and Jane Doe was swinging on her ass. So next week, Draya catches her off guard. Ricardo goes off on Draya. Lexi, like I said, seemingly is finally choosing herself. And Chinks versus Oceans, and then they all start jumping her. That is for next week. But I'm going to let y'all know right now, y'all won't see me covering it next week or the rest of the weeks. Honestly, I am waving the right flag. This season is trash. I'm not doing it anymore. Like, it's a chore. It is a literal chore to watch this. And if it's not fun for me to do it, I'm not going to do it. It's not entertaining to watch. I got other stuff that I could do. Like I said, I've been doing Potomac. I've been doing a lot of other stuff. Y'all, if you watch my page, you see I've been doing a lot of other stuff. Because I just feel like I'm phasing out of stuff like this. I truly am. Because it's at the point now where it's not even entertaining. Like, the whole Young and Reckless, I can watch that because it's entertaining to a certain degree. Because there's actually storylines. Like, there's reasons as to why they're fighting. This shit is stupid. Like, it's really stupid. But for those of y'all that want me to continue to watch Zeus content, I know they just dropped that Baddies USA. Even Tasiki's on there. I love me Tasiki down. Not watching it. I saw that Gretchen on there. Not watching it. I think, like I stated, I don't think I will ever recap this show again. Honestly. I know some people are probably going to ask me in the comments. That's why I'm talking about it right now. But, yeah, the answer is no. But if she fights, you already know I'm going to be watching the fight, the clip online. I might analyze it for y'all here. But other than that, no. No. But also, shout out to, let me get your name up here because I don't want to not give you credit whenever, well, not credit, just shout you out because you the one that asked, even though it's funny that you asked because I was planning on just dropping it. But shit, hold on, where is it at? Let me find it. Let me pause. Shout out to Lalani Daily 8702. I think I said it right. If I said it wrong, don't take it out on me. But she asked me if I would be recapping Zeus's Love Cabin. And it's funny because me, Jen, y'all know me, Jen, Movie Bay, and Legend have our group chat. And we've been talking about it. And I was like, I'm not watching this shit if I see fighting. Like, if I see fighting on it, I'm not watching it. I am going to watch it. I am going to recap it. Because I'm not going to be recapping this anymore. Especially because it looks like it actually is kind of interesting. It looks funny. The clip that I saw was funny. It is funny to me, though, because I'm waiting on that lawsuit to hit because they literally are ripping everything off from Love Island. Like, y'all literally saw they got the attention that y'all wanted, snatched all the attention from y'all's baddies and brought it over there. And now you want to try and rip off everything that they're doing. Catch that lawsuit is coming. But I will recap it until the lawsuit ends up hitting them. So we'll see. I ain't going to fully commit to it because I don't know if it's going to be good enough for me to do it. Like I told y'all, if it becomes a chore, I'm not doing it. But I will start. But if y'all haven't already, thumbs up the video. Also hype the video. Hype the video down in the comments if you're on your phone or your mobile device. Hype it. It helps push the video out as well and get me recommended. So do that. Y'all got some hype. So hype it. Hype it, hype it, hype it. But yeah, Joseline's Cabaret, we signing off. I'm going to bed. Peace.